Let us continue slides now. So look at the solution of the second subdivision. So the amount of air present in a cylinder when a vacuum pump removes 1/4 of the air remaining in the cylinder at a time. Now we are going to check whether this situation forms an AP or not. Okay. Because now for that we are going to create a series. Okay, form a series for this question, right? So amount of air present in the cylinder. So let us take the initial air. Okay, so the initial quantity. So the initial quantity of air present in the cylinder equal to V. Okay, V volume. Okay, in the first itself, right? So when a vacuum pump removes 1/4 of the air remaining in the cylinder at a time. Okay, what are the next time the amount of air? So we have to remove 1/4 of the remaining. Okay, so initially V volumes are there. Okay, and after certain time it will be removed 1/4 of from it. How can we write this one? So V, there is an initial value minus 1/4 of V again. Okay, so equal to, how can we write? So make a cross multiplication. So 3V minus 3V, sorry, 4V minus 3V divided by 4. So if you make a cross multiplication means 4V minus V divided by 4 equal to, so 3V divided by 4. So in the first one, it is V volume, and in the second one it is 3V by 4. Okay, what about in after the third second, that is after the some time it will become, so first now 3V by 4th volume is there, we have to subtract again 1/4 of the same volume, that is again 3V by 4. Okay, equal to, now calculate this one. So 3V by 4 minus, so when we multiply these two, so 3V divided by 16. Okay, if you simplify this, we will get, so 16 is the LCM. So we need to multiply this with the 4. So 12V minus 3V equal to 9V by 16. So that is in third time. Okay, so in the initially V volume is there, and after some time 3V by 4. Then after that 9V by 4. And what about in the next time? So now 9V by 4, 16 volume are there. So we have to subtract again 1/4 of the same volume. That is 9V by 16. So likewise only they are given here. Okay. So that vacuum pump removes 1/4 of air remaining in the cylinder. Now it is remaining 9V by 16. And again for the next time it will be reduced 1/4 of the same volume. Okay, that's why multiplied with the same. So when you multiply this, so 9V by 16 minus, so when you multiply this 9V by, so here 64. Okay, now the LCM is 64. So here you need to multiply with a 4. So 9 4s are 36V minus 9V, so equal to, so when we subtract this 27 by 64V, right? So now it is in fourth time. Okay, so now I'm going to make this all the results in a series. Okay, so for the first one V is there, V comma, the next one 3V by 4, and third one 9V by 4, sorry 16, 9V by 16, and fourth one 27V by 64, etc. Now we got a series like this. Okay, according to the given information. Now we are going to check whether it is an AP or not. That's it. Okay, how can we check? If the common difference is same, means that is in AP, otherwise not. Okay, now how can you check the common difference? So subtract first one from second one. There is 3V by 4 minus V, right? Because what is the formula for D? D equal to A2 minus A1, common difference formula. So this one A2, this one A1, so A2 minus A1. Don't subtract in opposite direction, that is V minus, first term minus, not first term minus second term. Suppose if you subtract first term and the second term means you will get negative value, that's it. Okay, that is opposite value. So that is the formula for D. So 3v by 4 minus v, so it will become, so 3v minus 4v by 4, so the result is minus v by 4. Okay, that is D value when we subtract second term minus first term. Now what about this third term minus second term? Subtract that and check the difference. So 3v by 16 minus 3v by 4. So here 16 is LCM. So when we take LCM, here 3 will come and here 12v, so equal to minus 9v by 16. But here v by minus v by 4, but here minus 9v by 16. Are they same? Not. They are different. Therefore, the difference is different in each term of the series. Therefore, it is not an AP. That's it. Okay. So look at the next one. The cost of digging a well after every meter of digging, when it costs 150 rupees for the first meter. So 150 rupees for the first meter, and it rises by 50 for each of the subsequent meter. Okay. So initially it take cost 150 meter. So that is for the first meter, and for the second meter how much? So we have to add 50 more with this. So it will become 200. And what about for the third meter? So again you can add 50 with this one, because they are given rises by 50 for each subsequent meter. So it will become 250 and 300 and 350. It's keep going on. Okay. Now is this series form as an AP or not? So check the common difference. So how can you just find the common difference? So formula is D equal to A2 minus A1. That is 200 minus 150 equal to 50. Okay, 50 is the common difference of first two terms. So next, D equal to A3 minus A2. So I am going to check for this one. Okay, we are going to compare these two differences for that purpose only. So what is A3? 250. So 250 minus 200. So the answer is 50. So the difference between second and first 50, third and second also 50, and if you subtract fourth minus third also 50, and this one also 50. So all the common difference are same. Therefore the series is in the AP. Therefore the given situation forms an AP. Okay. Look at this one. The amount of money in the account every year, rupees 10,000 is deposited at compound interest of 8% per annum. So compound interest. So now I got to check whether this situation forms an AP or not. Okay. So compound interest, what is the formula? So compound interest equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n. So that is the formula for compound interest. Now whether this formula to this situation forms an AP or not, we are going to check that one only. So here P is nothing but principal amount, R is nothing but rate of interest, and N is nothing but number of years. Okay. So what is principal amount here? So P equal to 10,000 given, and rate of interest R equal to 8% per annum. So what about for the first year? Okay. Now I'm going to check for the, we need to get first term means we have put N equal to 1. And we need to get second term means N equal to 2. So likewise, because we need our series. Okay, that's why. So first I put N equal to 1 in the formula. So if you put N equal to 1 and PR everything there means it will become 10,000 into 1 plus 8 by 100 whole to the power 1. Okay, this is for the first term. And for the second term N equal to 2. Okay, so 10,000 into 1 plus 8 by 100 whole to the power 2. That is for second term. And third term 10,000 into 1 plus 8 by 100 whole to the power 3, etc. It's keep going on. Now I'm going to check whether it is forms an AP or not. Okay. Now simplify this. Or here in each term 10,000 is a common one, right? So 10,000 is a common one, as well as 1 plus 8 by 100 also common. Okay, if you take this as a common one, what about this one? Now it becomes, so 1 comma, so here, so 1 plus 8 by 100 is there, because out of 2 I took 1 as a common one. What about the remaining one? 1 plus 8 by 100 whole to the power 2, etc. It's keep going on. Okay. Now check whether this series, okay, forms an AP or not. If you subtract from this one here, this one, what will happen here? Or can we say this is the first term is 1 and second term is 1 plus 8 by 100 and third term is 1 plus 8 by 100 whole square. What will be the fourth term? 1 plus 8 by 100 whole to the power 3. Okay, it's keep going on, right? So here you can find one thing, that is instead of 1 plus 8 by 100, if I substitute x means, so this series in the bracket will become 1 comma x square x cube, etc. It's keep going on. Okay, whether this series forms an AP or not. So here one common thing is there, that is each term multiplied by x, okay, not added by x. Okay, if you multiply x with 1 means you will get x here, and if you multiply x with again x means you will get x square, and again multiply x with x square means you get x cube. So this series obtained by multiplying x with each term, the previous term, not added by. Therefore, it is not an AP. Okay. So in fact, it is in GP. So GP means geometric progression. Geometric progression. So geometric progression is not here. So in our higher studies, you are going to see what is geometric progression. So geometric progression means when the second term or third term or any one term is obtained by multiplying by a particular number with the previous one. Okay. So for example here, how you obtained a x cube? You multiplied x with the previous one. That's why we get x cube. The next term will be x power 4 because we multiply x cube by x again. Okay, likewise. So a series, in a series, a number is obtained by adding with the previous one, means that series nothing but arithmetic progression, that is AP. In a series, a number is obtained by multiplying by a fixed one with the previous one, means it is geometric progression, that is in GP. Okay, so this particular sum is in GP, it is not in AP. Okay, look at this one. So write the first 4 terms of an AP when the first term is A and the common difference D as given below. So here 2 subdivisions are there. This is the first subdivision, that is the second subdivision. Okay, actually they are asking to write 4 terms of the AP. Okay, so first term we can write minus 1, and how can we write the second term of an AP? Adding D with this one. So minus 1 plus 1 by 2 equal to minus 1 by 2. And what about how can we find out the third term? Again, the second term is minus 1 by 2. We can add the common difference with this third term, so 0. So and the next one, 0 plus 1 by 2 equal to 1 by 2. So this can be listed out by minus 1, minus 1 by 2, 0, plus 1 by 2, etc. Okay, so that is the required series. Similarly here also, so A is minus 1.25. Okay, this is the first term, and how can we obtain second term? So minus 1.25 plus minus 0.25. Okay, you can add that common difference with this. So if you add means what will happen? So minus 1.25 and minus 0.25 equal to, so 0, so 5, and here minus 1, so minus 1.5, so equal to minus, so equal to minus 1.50 or 5. Okay, and what about the next one? So similarly you can add like this. Okay, so we'll obtain the series minus 1.25 minus 1.50, and next if you add means minus 1.75, it will come like this. So that is the required series, that is required AP of the second one. So if you need to find out an AP means we need definitely A value and also D value. So without these two it is not possible to form an AP. Okay, I think everyone have understood what and all we have seen in today's video. And if you not understand, go to the video once again. So we'll meet in the next session. Thank you.